Tour de France Femmes Stage 6. Kim Court-Pienaar outsprints breakaway to win. Kim Court-Pienaar won the sixth stage of the Tour de France Femmes by outsprinting a reduced breakaway. The Mauritian national champion attacked as the group of 8 entered the final 5 kilometers of a hilly stage, but was reeled in and had to dart for the line. The final breakaway formed late on in the stage, at 30 km to go, with the second half of the day containing more descents than climbs. The general classification, GC, leaders allowed them to go, but they were strung out by a series of pulls and aggressive riding from Demi Vollering and Education-Oatly's Kristen Faulkner.
Tired of spending forever chopping vegetables? This all-in-one prep tool dices and spiralizes ingredients directly into a handy container, helping make salads, sides, and meal prep faster and less messy. Want to get the best verified deal and see full details? Visit grabdeal.us/2 right now.
Advertisement: the gaps between the top 3 GC riders remained the same after 153 km from Mauritian to Tournon-sur-Rhône, leaving all to play for on Mont Ventoux in Friday's 7th stage. The athletic breaks down the day's action. How important could Jury be to Vollering's yellow jersey hopes? Celia Jury has been on the attack all week. Small bursts of energy, pulls on the peloton and attacks of her own have meant the 20-year-old French road and cyclocross champion is consistently at the front of the peloton. It is a huge asset for Vollering and FDJ United Suez. Jury helps control the pace at the front of the peloton, forcing other teams to stay on their toes and pull for her when needed. On Thursday, she made the final breakaway group, but did not have the legs to defeat Court-Pienaar, eventually finishing 5th. It would have been a fitting reward for her work this week, but Court-Pienaar is a force to be reckoned with. One of the Tour's most prominent domestiques, Jury is set to make a big difference on Friday as Vollering tries to move into the yellow jersey. Whatever legs the Frenchwoman has left will be crucial to set up that effort. With the Queen stage looming, it made sense that there wasn't much GC movement on Thursday. The course was not as tough as the day before, with a large amount of descending and only short climbs in the final 50 km. As such, Marlon Reusser holds the same 12-second cushion over Vollering, who is in turn a minute and 5 seconds ahead of Kaja Nieuwe-Domefini. The major change as the peloton rolled into Tournon-sur-Rhône was the arrival of Alyssa Longo-Borghini in the front group, moving her into the top 5 and 28 behind Reusser. Longo-Borghini is outperforming her fellow UAE team El Imad's leader, Dominika W. but would have to be in exceptional form to close that gap to the yellow jersey. She does have Vuelta a España GC winner Paula Blasi to pull for her, however, so could well find herself in a top group. Advertisement: all eyes will be on whether Reusser can hang onto the yellow jersey. She did not have the same blistering form as Vollering heading into the Tour, but has looked good on the bike. Nieuwe-Domefini's gap to the top spot is bigger, but the Polish rider is in similarly strong form. The pair stuck with Vollering over the climbs on Wednesday, but the slopes of Ventoux are tougher than anything seen in this year's Tour. Why was the peloton pulling in the final KMS? With strong GC domestiques populating the final breakaway group, which formed late in the stage, there was no need for their teams to reel them in. Yet Vollering and Faulkner took it upon themselves to shorten the gap to 25 seconds, despite having teammates up challenging for the win. While it looked perhaps illogical, for Faulkner it was simply a team tactic gone wrong. Directeur Sportif Carmen Small explained after the stage they had planned to launch Nomi Rug from the peloton, thinking the break would be caught. It wasn't close, however, and their teammate in the front group, Cédrine Kerbial, finished second in the sprint. Her GC gains were minimized, but she still moved up 1 place to 8th. For Vollering, there was even less reason to pull. The only potential rival up the road was Longo-Borghini, and the Italian is more than 2 minutes down on the Dutchwoman. Moreover, Jury was in contention for a stage win. Vollering spoke on Wednesday of wanting to just race, and that is what she has been doing, putting her foot constantly on the neck of other riders. She isn't worried about saving her legs and clearly has a lot to give. The first mountain stage of the Tour will be its most challenging, not just for the GC, but for the whole peloton. Heat, steep gradients, winds, and exposed roads. The race has required powerful and punchy riders, but on Friday it will demand the best from the climbers. Vollering needs to make time on Rooser. The stakes are high, and the time gaps could be too. Stage 6 Top 5 Kim Le Court-Pienaar, AG Insurance-Oatly Team, 4 hours, 1 minute and 48 seconds Cedrine Kerbial, EF Education-Oatly. Same time Puck Pieters, Phoenix Premier Tech, same time Sarah Van Dam, Team Visma Lycée Bike, same time Celia Jury, FDJ United Suez, same time overall standings. Marlon Rooser, Movistar, 19 hours. 43 minutes, 34 seconds, Demi Vollering, FDJ United Suez, plus 12 sec Katarzyna Niewiadomifini Canyon SRAM plus 1. 17 Alyssa Longo Borghini, UAE Team Elimed, plus 228, Dominica W. Lodarczyk UAE Team Elimed plus 2, 54.